Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well, and I'd just like to say a very happy new year to all of you out there watching this video. And I thought I'd start off the first video of this year of 2024 with a bit of a mixed bag. We're going to be taking a look at some very cool vintage pieces that I picked up that I was going to do yesterday for Vintage Matchbox Mondays, but I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I didn't feel like doing a video yesterday. So I thought, why not, let's do a combined video. Like I said, I'm going to show some of the vintage pieces. I've got about 4 decent vintage pieces, and I've also got some very cool premium pieces too. One from Mini GT, one from Greenlight. So like I said, it's going to be a good way to start the new year off. And then next week we'll go back to the normal Vintage Matchbox Mondays excuse me, episodes. Wednesday showcase, Friday night customs and all that good stuff. We'll go back to the more normal schedule. But like I said, I thought this would be a good way. We'll just mix it up a little bit. So anyway, we will look at the vintage pieces first, and then we'll get on with the premium pieces after that. So straight into it, we got this awesome Jeep, which I can't see what it says on the side of there, got too much glare, but it is a Jeep anyway, and it is sealed up still, which is good. So we'll open it up, as I always open everything on this channel, as you all know, if I can. And obviously all these are from my favourite vintage diecast little shop. A bit of extra zoom. So there it is. Got a little bit of, I don't think it's paint rash, I just think it's bad quality paint. Excuse me, bit of box dust. Has been in the box since about, I'll just have a little look now for copyright, 81 copyright, so 82. It has been in there a fair while, and I have got this in another variation of this, which I should have thought about showing, but I didn't. I got a brown version of this with a golden eagle on the front, metallic gold, brown, sorry, and then this one is exactly the same, but obviously it is in black with a red interior, and obviously has this cool little lift-off roof, which the other one doesn't have. I think the other one's got a roll cage. But this is very cool, and this is, like I said, these are some of the pieces today are more hard to find pieces. They're not particularly expensive pieces, they're just more hard to find. Let's have a little look underneath. It does say not much because it's got that glare again. To Matchbox 4x4 Jeep, made in Macau. So anyway, so that's a good way to start off. So that is the Jeep. Second piece, which again is boxed, but excuse me, has been unboxed before, is this awesome, I believe this is a Mach II. I'm going to say Vauxhall Astra, but it does say here Vauxhall Astra GTE Opal. So as we all know, the German version of Vauxhall is Opal. And they call it an Opel Kadett GSI. Over here in the UK, this would have been called a Vauxhall Astra GTE. And like I said, this one has been opened before, but it's no problem. Let's just pop it out if we can. Now there was 2 versions of this. When I went to get this version, there was a plain red version with GTE written on it, and then there was this sort of advertisement racing sort of style livery. Now this one must have been out of the box at some point. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat, as it has got a fairly dusty interior, but I will clean it up at some point. But it is in great condition apart from a bit of dust. But like I said, these, I know where these came from. Like I said, I get on with the guy quite well at the vintage diecast little shop he's got, and most of the stuff I've been buying, like I've said before, have all come from the same collection, and these were in the loft for a long time, at least about 20 years. So, you know, even though they've probably not been on display, dust will get in the open box. But there it is, metal body, metal base, as you can see, Vauxhall Astra GTE or if you're in Germany. Opel Kadett GSI. Got suspension. Rolls well as it's nice and weighty, and like I said, this is based on I believe the Mach II Astra. So pretty cool. So a little look underneath a copyright date if we can. 85. So anyway, so that's piece number 2. And again, I've paid about £5 each for all these cars, which is very, very good, as what I usually do pay. The next piece is a little bit, I'm going to call it a survivor car. It's not in a box. It's a little bit play rubbed. But I had this exact same casting as a kid. I had this exact same one. I used to beat it around, and it was pretty indestructible. And it is obviously this emergency medical services. And it looks to me like it's based on a square body Chevy, I think. Oh, it could be a Ford, I don't know, but it looks like a Chevy to me. I'm sure you lot in the comments will let me know exactly what it might have been based on. But this does come in a few different liveries. You can see I paid £5 for this, and these are getting pretty hard to find. Easy to find, bashed about with no stickers. This thing has been played with and has survived with both its paper stickers. And like I said, this is the idea with these Matchbox for me. It's the nostalgia thing. Like I said, getting back the toys that you once had. So there you go, Matchbox Superfast number 41 ambulance. Made in copyright 77, made in England, so it's about 78. And obviously it does have the back doors, and I think there's a little stretcher in there. Let's see if we can see in the back. You can see it isn't just an open, there's actually stuff in there. I'm going to go upside down and I'm trying to get the light to, I think the stretcher's on this side. And you've got like what looks like a unit on that side, but pretty cool. So, and like I said, these used to roll reasonably well, but they used to do that weird little sway because these ones didn't have suspension. They were like the axles are like, it's like a folded piece of metal over the axles, and they used to let them, because they were quite weighty, they used to do this. So it's quite funny when you used to push them, they always used to do like a little dance. So anyway, so that's pretty cool, so I was happy with that, and I didn't mind paying £5 because the last one I was bidding on eBay in that condition was going up. Didn't go much past a tenner, but I didn't want to pay that much for it. The next one is this, and I believe this is the Boss Mustang. I believe, is it the Boss Mustang? That says Mach 1 on there, so a little look underneath. It just says extra zoom. Let's try some extra zoom. No, I can't make it out. It says Mustang. Anyway, I was actually after the yellow version of this with the black bonnet, and they are fetching silly money at the moment. Especially, I mean, they're fetching what I paid for this in absolutely battered condition. To get one in mint condition, you're looking at paying about £40. One in this condition, you're looking at paying about, I don't know, 25 to 30. And then one in tatty condition, you're going to pay, like I said, this was up for £6. I got it for £5. I paid £20 for all these castings. But this is a little bit more unusual than the yellow one. But it does a little opening feature. See that V8 with all its velocity stacks. And a habit these cars had was the velocity stacks used to snap off. And this one still has them. I will have to pull off these paper prices at some point soon. This could do with a bit of a dust as well, but it's survived quite nicely. So this was probably the prize find for me with the cars today, or sorry, when I got these the other week. And again, this one's got suspension, great roller. So it just says Mustang, I think it's Mach 1. It is based on the Boss Mustang, I believe. I think the arches are a bit more flared on this one than the yellow version. But I know there's a yellow version with a black bonnet, which is the one I'm going to get eventually. I know there's an orangey coloured one with some sort of graphics on it. And then there's this black. version. So pretty cool. So anyway, so that's the vintage pieces. So they would have been for yesterday's video. So let me just stick them on the other table a second. Bear with me. Nearly there. Let's take a look at. So I think we'll do the Mini GT last. This is a piece that I think I seen on Champion DJK's channel a few weeks back, maybe a month ago. I think he had the set of these. So this is the 72 Cadillac sedan Deville, but it is from the California Lowriders Series 3, I believe. And there's some of the cars, other cars that you can get. And to be perfectly honest, there's not a bad car in this set. They're all awesome. But it was this one that I liked the most. And I also heard, I'm trying to think where I heard it to now, I forgot what channel it is, but someone was saying that Greenlight recently has been taken over, a new company, or somebody's bought the company out, and a lot of the newer castings now, the quality control has got a lot better apparently. And I must admit, a lot of these newer castings have been looking really good. I can't remember the channel I seen it on, quite a big channel, but let's see if they're right. I know when I did see, like I said, this car on a couple of different channels now, it does look good. So let me just quickly open this and just pause through this a minute. And here it is. So let's pop it out and take a look. So straight away, it's nice and weighty. This is a big casting. It is a big car. But like I said, straight away, it looks great. The paint looks good. You can see what looks like. I'm just a little look off camera. It's like it looks like a light blue, but I think it's actually more of a grey. Off camera, it looks more of a grey. You can see the interior quite nicely. You can see it's got like a bench seat, I believe, going across. And obviously with Greenlight, you usually get a plastic grille or bumper, separate bumper. It's painted lights by the looks of it. Just trying to get a closer look. Let's get a closer look at it. I believe they're painted lights. The white ones are anyway. I don't know about the orange bits. But as you can see, I'm zoomed right in and it's pretty cool. So let's zoom out a little bit. And then obviously on the back, there's the back. No plate, I don't think, no. So again, the lights look like they are painted lights on the rear too. Got a little bit of tyre issue there. Just seems to be popped off the rim, but that's actually me, that's not the car. When I got out of the box was quite tight. I had to push the car. So yeah, but you can see, like I said, doesn't seem to be any issue with the white lines. They seem to be actually circular. No stickiness, no paint issues. The windows look good. As we know with Greenlight of old, it used to always be tyre issues, fingerprints, glue on the windows. So hopefully with this person that's taken over Greenlight now, the quality control hopefully will stay the way it is now, because I've always said this about Greenlight, that, you know, in my opinion, if the quality control was to step up a little bit, they could be one of the best companies out there. I don't know if it's got an opening bonnet or not, I can't remember, so a little look. Probably not. I don't know, it looks like the bonnet opens, but like I said, I don't know. Might just be a separately casted bonnet. Can't tell. Oh well, doesn't matter anyway, but it is very, very cool. Let's see if it rolls quite nice. So that is the 1972 Cadillac sedan Deville. So that's an awesome, awesome piece. And I do like my 70s land yachts. So that didn't cut out. I had to order that online. That didn't take long to come. A couple of days. And the last piece, because the video is getting on, and this is a piece my partner picked up for me. She knows I'm in an hour about buying this, and I think I ended up buying a Cadillac instead. But she bought this for me, which obviously is the Lincoln Capri, 1954. So very, very cool. Not a great deal to look at on the box, just some licensing. So let me just pull off this plastic and we'll get it out. There it is. I had to actually stop the camera because I was really struggling to get the clear plastic off. So this is the race version. There is the black version and there is a yellow, like a canary yellow version, but when I seen this in the race livery, I had to have it, and I was lucky that my partner got it. So there it is, straight away, nice weight to it, and awesome looking piece. 149 or 149 on the roof. So very, very cool. Let's get a bit of extra zoom there. So there you go, you can see the emblem there in the middle of the, if you're in America, trunk latch over here, boot latch. I'm not quite sure what them lights are. They look like they're like some sort of red paint on top of a chrome, but they're done nice anyway. You have got these yellow wheels and you can see the studs. And then you've got that mark there that's used on most Lincolns. Got the Champion logo there. I suppose that's the guy that must have drove it. I suppose that Ray Crawford. But yeah, awesome model. Definitely doesn't disappoint. Lensed front lights. That is a raised emblem on the front, which is nicely done. Big chrome bumper. Got a nice hood ornament, which isn't easy on a car this small. You can see the light there. Sorry, not the lights. The windscreen wipers are black. Let's take the zoom off a minute. So it is a nice piece. I'm hoping that Mini GT do some more vintage American cars in the future. There is the exhaust. You can see it's a separate exhaust that goes down, that goes over the axle there. You can see the tread on the tyres. You can see the chassis, which is, so these are very nicely done. Mini GT, as we all know, they don't usually say what they are, I don't think. But that is a good looking piece. Very, very cool. Let's see if it rolls nice. Not that it matters, but being it's Mini GT, they are rollers. So anyway, that is today's video. Like I said, something a bit different. Vintage Matchbox and premium pieces combined. Something for everybody. Let's get some of these other vintage bits in the background. Now I'm going to attempt to make a video tomorrow. The reason I say attempt is because I've got a fairly busy day, but I have got some pretty cool pieces to still show. I'm thinking of doing something with some vintage majorette for once, maybe. Let's just zoom out a little bit, but we'll see. And like I said, again, I've got a bit of a busy week, so I'm going to try and do something Friday. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more unboxing videos, premium pieces, obviously vintage Matchbox Mondays episodes and all that good stuff to come, and many hopefully get back into the customs again very soon. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.